that's cold. Oh man. Bad. Ooh, ooh, oh, cold. What up, Robert? How are you? How are you? I'm eating some frozen cheesecake. It's good. Dude, I think school, college does this to a lot of people. And then the farther you get away from being a student of school and more a student of what you want to learn, like me, I was too 10 years ago. And it took until I started studying physics and biology really, really closely that I was like, I finally got to the point where I was like, yeah, there's no way. There's a lot of stuff. Like the atheists will say, and especially the atheist scientists will say that as long as there was billions of years, the chemicals could have just come together and then start. Well, the thing is, one huge thing is that we in purified labs with purified chemicals, not a puddle on the side of the ocean, which they say is where the cell came from. We've never even made a cell. Like all science, all the billions of dollars that's spent on it, we've never even made one cell. And if we can't make a cell, knowing what it's all made of, then a cell, you need a cell. You can't have evolution without there being a cell first that would then evolve. And we've never made one. We've never made one. So they just don't look into it. They were told this in school and stuff like that. What up, Dean? What's not true? Tristan? What's not true? What up, Bryson? We can't even make the peptides to make one side of the RNA, let alone a cell. Thank you. Thank you. Let's talk about aliens. You a believer? Not yet. I'm open-minded about it. I think it might be possible, but I'm not. I haven't crossed the line yet. We can start chatting about Armageddon's Table stuff to February 6th. Okay. Tell me a smarter one, Tristan. I'm open-minded, Tristan. Hello, Hannah from Arizona. Shadow Benjamin abducted. Frozen cheesecake, Rubia. Celsius. I just discovered peptide ingredients in the fucking asteroid in space. Ingredients, Celsius. Right, ingredients. But we can't even make a peptide chain. The thing is, the peptide chains we have tried to make only last 4 hours. They only last 4 hours. You have to move the reaction forward within 4 hours, or they degrade. Yeah, no, it's. I've looked into it a lot for over the past 40 years. Space station food. Yeah, it's frozen cheesecake. Have you ever witnessed any suspicious Jewish activity? Have I ever? I mean, listen, Jews, Christians, atheists, there's assholes and non-assholes in everybody. You're saying because we don't have the ability to do it means it didn't God. But yes, that's what I'm saying, Tristan. I'm saying, you want to call it God. I'm saying something much more intelligent outside of this created us. And I'm 100% convinced of it. Jesus loves you, heap. So I'm really tired. I'm saying all the bull crap, whatever convinced you that there's not a God, it's been proven wrong over the past 10 years. You have faith that there's not, but you don't know, right? You don't know. So you should be open-minded enough to say, well, we're here talking. So if we got here somehow, and whatever chemicals on the side of an ocean got us to evolve to this, who put the chemicals there? And how did the chemicals move forward? And remember, Darwin said that a cell was a gelatinous ball of protoplasm. He didn't know anything about DNA or anything. Jurassic I thought in the movie, it's definitely not the God of the Bible. I'm not saying it was the God of the Bible. I'm not churchist. Scientifically, as far as there's if you ever look up the fine tuning of the universe and everything involved in that, if any of our cosmological constants, or the constants in the universe, physical, cosmological, if they were off by one number in 10 by 1 times 10 to negative 123, one number off, everything would fall apart. Gravity. It's definitely another God. Right. Hello, Richard. What do you? Frozen cheesecake, Julio. What up, Ertz? Scientifically, I'm proud of him. What's up, Chosen? I'm the chick in the new Ghostbusters haptic. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. And what's funny is we'll talk to people about evolution not being real, or not the way they say it is. We have microevolution, but they'll also say that possibly aliens are real. Okay, so what if aliens made us? Then was it the evolution that was here or not? Jesus loves you and he died for your sins on the cross. Thank you, Toast brother. I'm proud of my answer. I just started it 8 minutes ago, Julio. What am I missing? Hey, Vishal, what's up, my brother? My brethren. It's there's just so much cool shit. The thing I think is unfortunate for most of us is that we only know what school books are a huge industry. Textbooks are a huge industry. When people say, I want to write a textbook, they take the evidence. There's evidence for and against everything. They take the evidence which makes the most sense for the textbook that they can make the most profit off of. And that's a big problem. Me too, Eric. What are your thoughts on dark matter? Okay, so dark matter is a very, very interesting topic because we're not 100% sure it exists. We just know that the equation, in order to solve the cosmological expansion equation, dark matter, something that we don't know for sure, has to exist. When we know antimatter exists, and this is one of the big things about the Big Bang. When antimatter and matter collide, they annihilate. So when the Big Bang happened, everything was this close to each other. antimatter would have decimated matter. So if you had dark matter, which is not antimatter or matter, that cushioned it, that would have caused. So it's a very interesting thing. The asteroid peptide thing is a shaky hypothesis, very much. Yeah, absolutely. And the thing is, it's an ingredient. Like, oh, this is what's right. That's a sugar. So they found something, but it's absolutely shaky because no one has gotten there. No one went to the asteroid and said, "Oh, look what we just found." Yeah, it's shaky. This is a speaker of knowledge. I try my best, and I I 100% am open-minded, 100%, and I'd love to have a conversation about everything. But you can't shoot down something you don't know because remember, science is only correct until it's proven wrong. So it's only the science of whenever the history book or the science book or the book that you read that the science in that was correct before that. It has to have been correct before that or had some evidence towards it. Yeah, it's great. It's great. It's great. And I love it. It's we've got access to so much stuff now. Like, I mean, for instance, we have textbooks that tell you how many moons Jupiter had, but we just found 150 more moons last March. So the textbooks that said that Jupiter had 70 moons were right as of that point, but wrong because it had a hell of a lot more than that, right? And this is the problem. They only know what they know up to that point, and they want to profit off of that. Science is the shit. Science is amazing. It's amazing to see how the world was put together, how nature works. Science helps us get closer to the truth. Better evidence provides better conclusions. Right. But the problem is, I think, is a lot of people don't understand what a theory is. A theory is a story that has some possible evidence or in somebody's imagination that said, this is possibly what happened. Here's the theory. And then we have hypotheses, but then you don't get the fact. And new theory and new stuff can make old truths false. What's your thought on whether we create pure form of energy other than solar panels rather than boiling water for everything? So heat is very easy to create. And that's why we boil water. We can get heat from a lot of different sources: nuclear decay, burning coal, solar panels not the photovoltaic, but like the thermal, like ones that use mirrors, thermoreflector to like melt salt. The salt then goes down, boils water, and turns a turbine. It's all basically the same. Boil water, turn a turbine. Celsius, there's always been an interesting number of studies found fund the cycle. Right, funding is the problem. Funding is the problem. Whenever there's money involved, there's going to be cheaters involved. And the thing is, if you develop a piece of equipment that can sense something, you're the only one with that. So you just spent a whole lot of money getting all this equipment in this lab set up to detect something, and then if you say, it appears that it's here, and this is what I think it might be, you can sell your theory, you can sell your books. And then you can make a bunch of money off that until it's disproven. And then you can be like, oh man, it looked like it was true. It looked like it was great. Thanks for the checks. And this is the problem. It's crazy how the president acts like they're helping, but it's really just the same old stuff for rich people. That's how nuclear reactors work. Yep, same thing. Yeah, Profac. Yeah, same thing. Yeah. Nuclear reactors, they have a nuclear reaction that's going on that produces heat. That heat boils water, and then you have you can slow the reaction by putting things called control rods in, and how deep the control rods penetrate depends on the amount of heat that's created, and then you don't want to create more electricity than the town around the processor is being used, because then it's just going to waste. So you have to meter it. What up, dude? Would you rather see a tree grow? Freaking dude. Why are we not using tritium or deuterium nuclear fusion to take heat literally more than the sun, uranium? So it takes, in order to use that, you have to use magnetic lensing in order to keep it. It'll melt the container that it's in and whatnot, right? So it's very expensive to scale that up. And we already have so many other ways. We could be using standard nuclear reactors to get basically free, very, very, very cheap. And we don't even do that. it's the boyfriend of the best friend's girlfriend that owns the coal mine doesn't want to lose money. So it's all under the table handshakes. Like, hey, if we could do a tritium reactor for $70 and give everybody electricity for pennies rather than tens of dollars, they're like, well, what about all the money I'm making? I've got this whole coal mine in my backyard and I'm paying slaves to dig out for free. Yeah, so it's all wackadoodle. The science is hugely interesting, absolutely. But yeah, so the whole thing that's falling apart now about the whole save the planet with solar panels and stuff, that was all what you call market manipulation. A bunch of politicians bought stock in solar panel factories and windmill factories. Then they basically told everybody, you guys ruined the planet with your cars and your farts. So now you better vote for me to save the planet or we're all going to die. And then you're like, oh, please take my vote. I'm so stupid. I knew I shouldn't. And then they get power. They cause the companies that they must buy this stuff. So it's 100% guaranteed that the stock's going to go up and then they get rich off of it. What's up, Alex? I have wheat pennies. I have a roll of wheat pennies. I think, hold on to them, Alex. Alina. Hold on to them. If you can put them away in about 10, listen, they're stopping making pennies this year. So all pennies are going to go up in value. All of them. And the wheat pennies are even older. If you can hold on to them for, I mean, like, I know 10 years sounds like a long time. Hold on to them. Politicians say they care about people. Yeah, they don't care about people. Absolutely not. No, 100% they don't care about people. Yeah, but look into the future. If we're going to travel many years through spaceship, escape the solar system, it could be useful. I guarantee. Listen, we only know 1% of what's going on in all the labs around the world, because the stuff that they would use for that, like the interstellar trips, if it's been invented and being worked on, they're not going to release it now because they don't want other companies to do it. The secrets that companies have, they want to be the ones. So when they say, hey, we're ready to fly to freaking Jupiter, they're going to be like, I've got this ready to go. And then they're going to be billionaires. If they publish everything, then dozens of companies can get started, and already existing companies can start making that, or making that technology. Once you patent it, if you ever go to uspto.gov, the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office website, you can look up how everything that's patented is built, and you can build it yourself, or it tells you how to do it, the processes and everything. Punk. What up, Joshua Johnson? I have silver quarters. Silver quarters, Caligula. Do you know silver's up to, I think it's over $105. It was $103 Friday. So let's see what happened to it today. It was, so your silver quarters, if they're like, okay, the silver weight of a silver quarter, okay, is approximately 6 grams. Silver spot price. Silver's at $110 and rising. It rose $6.33 since the weekend, since Friday. So it went up 6. Yeah, it went up. Yeah, you hold on to them too. We see many movies. Passenger, hold on. Do you have patents? I don't have any patents. My father does. Karens used to get everyone's attention. Now they're just yelling at empty house. Yep. The amount of energy that we need for space travel and plan to destroy if it ever blows up. We need it. We gotta start running. Like, we've seen many movies. It's a cube taking energy through suns and stars. We can make the sun level in a small lab. So we're coming all the way. Right. But it's a very, very, very small sun, right? Because if it was too big, it would just melt everything. It would melt the lab. So you have to use what's called magnetic lensing, where you use magnets to make sure that plasma doesn't touch the walls of your containment vessel, your experimentation vessel, or else it would just melt it. So it would take so much energy to make it even 10 feet around star, because you would have to have a building that's like 100 feet around, and you'd have to use nuclear reactors worth of energy for the electromagnets. How the F do I stop getting live feeds? You can, if you hit the back button, it should take you back to shorts. If they actually care, they wouldn't build nuclear weapons and start wars. Right? They don't care. They don't care. Day's going good, Amy. Why won't the Clintons testify to Congress about the Epstein files? Why? Because the people that they helped out, that made them multi-deca 100 millionaires, they're going to be asked about that, and then they're going to show what kind of people they really are, even if they don't answer the questions. That they'll be completely filmed, and yeah, redemption. Why won't sorry, Super. What's up, brother? Super. This is my conscience. Thank you, Amy. Thank you. Welcome. The president wanted to be remembered in history. Now historians are just confused. Go vegan if you care about God's creatures of God creation. Go vegan. Return to the Garden of Eden. Like and subscribe. Thank you, Jesse. Jesse Jackson, 77. I was born in 77. My name is Ami. Ami. How are you, Ami? God gave humans permission to eat meat. He did. Yeah, he did. Absolutely. The problem with being a vegan, I'm going to tell you, no, I don't have any children. The problem with being a vegan is only be a vegan if you're growing your own food. Most cancers that we have now are from the pesticides and the toxins that are sprayed on the foods. Vegetarian and vegan fare bought from the grocery store is not good for you. I've got gardens here. I've got my own chickens, which is not vegan, but some vegetarians eat non-fertilized chicken eggs. So if there's no rooster around, the eggs never turn into chickens. They're just basically byproduct, right? So it's very, you have to, I grow as much as I can, and I have chickens that can eat my scraps. I have all of my kitchen scraps go into a big compost heap. I have hydroponics. I have 2 greenhouses. We can go for a walk if you'd like to. You want to see my property? All right. Let's go. Let's get. It's like 32 degrees out there, but here you go. There you go. Everybody, put your. Do this real quick. Everybody, put your earmuffs on. This is gonna get cold. There's mine, and that's gonna be. All right, let's see. Okay. All right, you guys can go meet my chickens, my hens. The school system is like a Wi-Fi password. Confusing, it never works when you need it. Yeah. I was very, very blessed to have dropped out of high school after 11th grade, and went directly to college, and I was able to learn what I wanted to learn at the pace I wanted to learn it. I couldn't be in school and just sit and learn math for an hour and then learn history for an hour. I wanted to learn math for 5 minutes, then science for 20 minutes. Hey, girls. Okay, so here's my greenhouses. Here's my chickens. What's up, girls? What's up, ladies? What's up, girls? What up, ladies? Huh? And then this is my chicken coop, and I just installed a heater in my chicken coop. So I have a digital door here and here. At 20 minutes after sunrise, the door opens and they can come down and they can eat and drink. And then the side door opens, which lets them out into, this is a protected area. So if hawks and stuff come in, I have this net in the air here. This net in the air. That's why the sticks are floating in the air. And then they can go out here and they can go around. I hear you, girl. Okay. And then we'll go over to the gardens. I hear you, ladies. Yes. It's cold. It's cold, Caligula. I didn't learn much in school. What you eating today, ain't fish, y'all? Yeah, I'm trying to be, my friend. I'm trying to be super genius. Why are letters in math? I didn't sign up for English, right? Those chickens live in luxury. No, they're living great. And yeah, they've got, and all of my, we'll go out this way, sorry. All of my food scraps from my kitchen go into my compost heap so they can go eat what they want. And compost is worms, typically. Worms and bacteria come up and dissolve the food down, so they can go eat those worms. All right. Okay. So here's my backyard, and I've got palm trees in Georgia, and then these are my gardens. It's cold. So during the spring and summer, this will all be green beans. All this fencing here I put up, all green beans and okra, sweet potatoes, and then I've got garlic, onions, and garlic onions. And this is a hydroponic setup right here, but it's too cold; it would freeze, so it's drained right now. And then we'll go back here. Whew, cold. And this is my setup for my peppers and stuff. These are ones that weren't really big enough, so they're just rotting right now. And then I have a water line that runs across the back, so it gets all fed. And then I have pulleys up top that when they get heavy like this, one will drop down and it'll pull on the string, which goes up to a pulley, which pulls it off, which lifts it off the ground. So then the deer don't eat my food. And then here's my compost heap and my water supply. Here's my water supply tanks. Here's my compost. That's fresh. Then this is the compost after all the chunks get out of it, and then that's soil ready to use. That's ready. And then here's the hoop house that I built. It's cold out here. Woo! I think we're gonna go again. I'm missing. Let me look at for Asgard. Do you own a pocket watch? I do. I do own a pocket watch of me. Why do teachers act surprised when we don't understand something as little as a 5-minute lecture? Right. It's double tap the screen, get their likes up. Thank you, thank you, Angel. Oh man, what a bad setup at this point. You don't need to go to the grocery store. I rarely do. Bro doesn't need teaching. Teaching needs him. Thank you. I live in a building, the historical society next door, and an herb garden and a raccoon. Wow, I raid like a raccoon when needed. Where you bury the bodies? In the compost heap. Holy crap. Yeah, but that's only outside. You guys haven't seen the inside. So here's my 2-car garage, and these a whole bunch of plants here all the way out the top. And then once we go inside, then I got plants everywhere. So here. So these are lemon and lime trees right here. And then I've got herbs and lots of plants, lots and lots and lots of humidifier, lots of plants, lots of plants. Whew. And that's not everything. That's not everything. Lots of plants, 3D printer. Okay, it's cold. Okay, what I miss here? Rich people. So, I do it, brother. It's definitely upstairs. I brought it down here when I moved. I got it probably 30 years ago. It's upstairs when I moved from Maryland to Georgia. I brought everything down, and it's still never got unpacked. But now that you brought it up, over the next couple of weeks as I undo stuff, I'll pull it. I promise. I discovered your channel. It's awesome, brother. Thank you, Angel. Thank you. The bodies are good combos. Right. It'll be a while, but I'll find it. Rich people invented a sport called How to Make Money Doing Nothing, and they're undefeated. That's right. ProFact, you're going to get put on a watch list. There's a foot more of snow in New Jersey. And it's supposedly it's coming down here. We've got a 0% chance of precipitation over the next 5 days, so we'll see. But it's cold. It's supposed to be like in the teens. Do you do dusting? Yes, do dusting. Yes, dusting, not daily, weekly, like one room a day. I already am one of them. Probably already am, says Pro, right? That's a lot of work. How much you take? It's all free. It's all free. If I find plants, I just break off a little piece and then you can go to Lowe's or Home Depot, and they'll give you the empty ones from the dead plants they had. Go to the farmers co-op, and they'll give you soil. Yeah, clean air for sure. Angry Sasquatch. That's why. That's why. I think you need an afro. I think it's time. Hey, I'm in Maryland, Baltimore City. I'm very familiar with Hamden. My brother used to work at the Rocket the Venus right there, right across from 35th and what's the not Fleet? What is that? You have Falls Road, Hampton Avenue. Hampton Avenue? No. What, I can't remember what it was called. Where Friends or Fletcher's, the bar Fletcher's used to be, Angel. I used to go there all the time. Fletcher's. The across the street is the Royal Farms store. Yeah. Yep, I lived a block up in Roland Park with a girlfriend of mine. You look like Ellen and Alf had a kid. Yes, Space Cowboy, I'm freezing. You should see how it is in Carlsbad. Carlsbad Cavern. Sure, 5555 Alaska. Oh, snaps. I did a live stream show here in Chestnut Avenue. Why is big and mood ring? The internet's happy when it's strong, and that's that when it's gone. You should get a 1976 electronic cult classic, Plantasia. It's a good idea. Maybe I'll look into that. Angel has steel balls. Balls of steel. Steel of balls. That's where I am, by the Watchtower. Yeah, the old freaking... Oh, it's cool. Do you recall your last royal flush? I had one royal flush in my life, and it was when I was about 18. I was playing for M&M's. How are the exotic fruit and veggie business markets there? I'm thinking about going to... Dude, listen, if you can grow if you have any land, even like I don't even have 2 acres. If you have any land, a quarter acre, whatever, and you can grow anything like that you don't spray bullshit on, the rich people that don't shop at Kroger and Giant and freaking Publix will buy that for a lot of money. We're talking about like $20 a pound for apples and whatever. But yeah, and exotic fruits even more. And the high-end restaurants will buy them too. Mushrooms. You could, if you have a basement that you don't use, go get a bunch of rolls of toilet paper, unscented toilet paper, and start growing mushrooms. Cost you $5 to get started, and you'll make tens of thousands. Why do movie explosions always for no reason? Calm down. It's a rom-com. Who's your favorite NASCAR driver? That's a question for you, Space Cow. Vishal, make sure you grow eggs. Eggs, yeah. Now eggs are cheap again, but they got up to almost $1 an egg. I did have a bonsai tree, Angel, but I don't have any anymore. It didn't get watered for a while. But yeah, I wanted to start bonsaiing and everything. I worked in the movie industry for 15 years, and usually we work 3 months and have like a week or 2 off. Sometimes it could be a few weeks or a month off. And I wanted to do that, but then I ended up working. Eggs take very much work. My father once started a chicken farm. If you're talking about a lot of them, yeah, a lot of them. Bonsai trees are already pre-grown. It depends. No, you can buy them. Yeah, if someone already did the bonsaiing, yeah, you can buy them. They're expensive, but yeah, you can start. You just start a tree, a little sapling, and just start working on it. Bending. You train it. You bend it without breaking, and then it'll start to grow in the direction that you bend it. Eggs are radioactive. Radioactive. Were the eggs radioactive? Nice. Yamadori collecting. You should check it out. You're a Yamadori. Oh, wow. Yeah, let's do it. A bonsai tree is just a tree in a shallow pot using a quarter. Right. Yeah, you can use regular trees as bonsai trees. You just don't, if they can't get more water and nutrients because the shallow pot, the limited amount of soil, it will only grow to a certain size. Oh, it's cold out there. You can actually take full-grown tree and cut it down, turn it to bonsai. 12-foot tree. Yeah, you can. Yeah, sure. And think about it. All freaking monster trees have bits. On Taiwan, they have 20-foot bonsais. Let's see your face reveal. You feel like you have a Charlie Ken thing going on. I own a Charles Hubert pocket watch and a skeleton book. Dude, listen, I was that guy in high school junior high, that would carry a briefcase just for the hell of it. for the lulls. And so when I started carrying a briefcase instead of a backpack to school, I can't remember if it was my grandfather or my uncle that gave me the pocket watch for because I would wear like one of those vests that you usually wear over yeah, and I had it clipped on. I did the whole thing. Watching you explain stuff like, yep, Bill Nye 2.0. What do you do if you encounter a tiger in the forest licking its paws? Leave. What up, Boosas? Hey, long time no see. Oh, I was saying, Boosas, you were here last week. It looks familiar. Maybe it wasn't C6E. How are you doing, Chosen? You guys went to the high school. I went to school high. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. My big old nose. Okay. Oh my! It was cold out there. That water. Busra, yes. Were you here before, Busra? I mean, I can't find your name on the wall. I'm talking about like 8 months ago. Probably won't be able to find your name. There's like almost 2,000 people on here now. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna be able to find your name, but I have Busra on here somewhere. Yep, there it is. I got it. Busra. I got it. I found it. I found it. I found it. I found it. Is that you, Busra? In Turkey, yes. Is that you, Busra? That's a lot. Do you remember me? I remember you, obviously. You can write Waldo on the wall for shits and giggles. It's already on there. It's already on there. Man. Yeah, I don't know why. I've got a special kind of brain. I remember everything. It's not quite photo. What do they call it? No, I can't remember the name of it. Photographic memory. Like saw the name Booster. I remember writing them all, and he's all the way on the right hand or the left hand side, and I started basically from left to right. So he was there. Yes, you saw it. Okay. Yeah, so he was there years ago. Scribble that wall. What teacher do you resemble seeing in public? What teacher do I remember seeing in public? What do you missed you? Not much so far, Angram. Welcome back. Hey, buddy, start panting like a dog. I just ran around the freaking yard outside. It's like 28 degrees. 28 degrees, and I just showed everybody the property running around. Yeah, it was cold. You know so much, I'm starting to think your hobbies include memorizing the entire internet. I try. What up, Noella? Yeah, I try to remember everything I can. Bro, here in India, at some particular part, we find radioactive substance in breast milk. That's not good. It don't take a genius. Oh, start panting like a dog. No. I'm panting enough as it is. Skippy, when I grew up, sticks and stones was the idea. Now people treat words as more dangerous than sticks and stones. Right? I don't accept that either. Have you ever had a genealogy test? No. Well, you ghosted me. I wasn't ghosting you. Gawk 2? What do you mean? Did you post? That's the first time your name popped up. Oh, there it goes. Sorry. Selmar Richard. Sorry. I don't know why. I didn't see it. Rumor is you are a nominalist. I don't know what that means. Bro, I can't even believe that like making a Homelander in real life, like Homelander in real life. All right, let's see. Let me see if I'm a nominalist. It's called nominalist. Okay, let's see. Nominalist, a philosopher who denies the independent real existence a philosopher who denies the independent real existence of universal abstract objects and is arguing that they're merely names. No. Absolutely not.
No, 100% no. Hold on. What? Mental similarities between objects are recognized by the mind, labels, and applied, but the groupings are not. Hold on. What? Nominalist and abstract entities denies the existence of non-physical entities like numbers. No, no, 100%. I'm not a nominalist. Often based on Occam's razor, suggesting that simpler ontology, the one that does not require abstract objects, is more efficient. Oh no, I love metaphysical. I love Plato. I'm all about Plato. Plato's my favorite philosopher from the era. You guys are acting like you're in a relationship. Honestly, can you explain stuff so I feel like Google is sitting here taking notes and asking you how to do it? Does swashbuckling really pay? Yes, yes. Swashbuckling, Jeremy. Do you know? Do you know who I am, Jeremy? Have we met? Yes, it definitely pays. Swashbuckling definitely pays. So the movie industry, if you can swashbuckle, if you're good with a award, yes, it absolutely pays. It pays well. Listen, you might only see one or two movies a year with pirates and swashbuckling in it, but that doesn't mean that 100 aren't filmed every year. All across, yeah, no, it absolutely pays. What did you wrote on the wall? Those are my subscribers' names. It does pay well. Yes, it pays. It pays, Jeremy. Can you share your screen? And we also understand. Oh, okay, my bad. I mean, I'm using my phone. So it says a nominalist is a philosopher who denies the independent, real existence of universals, abstract objects, and essences, arguing they are merely names, labels, or mental concepts. Nominalism holds that only concrete individual particulars exist. You are on the wall, Brett. I'll write you again. You're definitely on the wall. I'll put you down here. Brit. All right, who else? Profac. Profac. Super W, what name did you want? Metaphysics is great. It's what we are. I agree, brother. I agree, brother Robert. I'm me. I'm me. AJ. AJ. Now it seems like another discovery for reductive materialists. Sounds like it, yeah. Wadi. Let's go. Man, I need to warm up my body. Dude, I've been like, I need to get my floor repaired because I've been doing so much streaming the past 8 months. I've worn a hole in my floor from my chair. No, I meant Swangbucks survey app. Does it pay? Oh, I don't know about Swangbucks, but a lot of those apps do absolutely pay. There's one called that I definitely got. I worked on it for like an hour and it gave me like I want to say like $18, like almost $20, and it cashed right out to PayPal or Cash App, one of the two. It was damn, I can't remember what it was. It was a survey something. I can't remember what it was called. I can probably look it up in my. But yeah, Profac, like Pokemon. You just made my day, sir. God bless you, Emmy. Not no, Wilbert. Not I've got 50 mods right now. I'm not hiring anybody else. It's gonna be a couple weeks. Let me look it up. Hold on. Survey Genius, Survey Monster, Survey Monkey. Let me see if it's. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Um, Gmail. Branded surveys. Yeah, look, I'll even show you the money I got here. It says branded surveys. Your cash is on the way.
It doesn't tell you what it was, but yeah, it paid it right out. Your cash is on the way. Yeah, branded surveys, and you just take surveys, and some surveys are like 15 cents, some of them are like $3. Branded surveys. That's okay, brother. That's all right, brother. And look, you're like 100 people ask a day. You can pay $1,000. You can pay. Survey Monkey is real. Yes, Survey Scouts classic adware, maybe Mallard 20 years ago. Wow. Yeah, no, Survey Monkey is definitely real. Yes, you get it. You get it right away. You get it right away. It took like 5 minutes. I mean, it takes like an hour to do the surveys, but yeah, you get it in like 5 minutes. Let me see. Let me see if I have an actual receipt. Survey. Withdrawal confirmation. Yeah, here you go. And this says, it was withdraw. I mean, it just says your withdrawal request was received. From here, we'll review the current withdrawal and get back in 1 to 2 days. But it didn't take 1 to 2 days. I hit the wrong button. It says it takes 1 to 2 days, but it took like an hour, maybe at the most. They usually do. The one my earlier stream got like 1,700. You guys are lucky you're in the slow stream. Yes, yes, you get it. It didn't even take an hour to get it. It says 1 to 2 days, but then it's like ding, it just shows up in like it showed up in like an hour. Now I can't promise it'll be like that for you, but I can tell you guaranteed you can get them. And I think you have to make at least $7 or $10 before they'll let you cash it out. But yeah, it definitely works. No one reads the agreement; it's just agree and hope it doesn't sell our IP addresses. Spooky, scary skeleton. Yes, sir. I recall that, Space Cowboy. Do you recall the difference between a pirate and a privateer? A privateer works for a government. Is that right? Isn't less payout when minimum? Isn't it less? No. Well, it depend. No. I mean, I made like seven. I want to say 17 to $20, and it was about an hour. But I mean, it was just like it was like one of those things. I saw an ad and I accidentally clicked on the ad when I was just scrolling through, and it took me there, and it was like, and I was like, I ain't got nothing to do for the next hour, so I just started doing it, and then it started going up, and then and then I did a search. I was like, dude, does branded surveys pay out? And people were like, yeah, 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 yeah. Can I get a shout out? Can Jackson Phillips get a shout out? Jackson, absolutely. Chat, my private jet crashed. I'm floating in the middle of the ocean. Dude, you look, good thing. Tuna juice. The good thing you got freaking superphone. Let's talk about the SDF. My private jet crashed and I'm floating in the ocean. Something strange for a piece of change. That's what's something strange for a piece of change. Ain't that the truth? I'm surprised it had at least 1K views. Yeah, I do. If I so it's 4 o'clock in the East Coast of America right now, Georgia. So usually from like 3 to 6, I guess people are eating and driving home. So that's when like rush hour is. So people get out of work and they're driving. So it usually happens late or early. Like earlier, it was like 1,700 people. So it was like, but yeah. I appreciate it, though, my brethren. Parents really be out here acting like they know everything, giving advice with zero clue, and somehow expecting us to follow it. Best to follow it. Best to listen. Anything anybody tells you, me, parents, school, research it. If your parents are wrong, let them know. But don't be like, you guys are wrong, you stupid. Jeez, be like, oh my goodness, they changed it. Look, not Brett says they were contacted by one country's government to only target their enemies' vessels. Vessels, correct. Many pirates became privateers through that forgiveness, but many privateers also became pirates. Yeah, because they wanted all the money. Vishal, can you give me the tutorial to make stickers to try to make it look where they? I can't do that, Vishal. 17. Yeah, I'll show you. I'm not lying to you. I'll show you. I'll show you. I'll show you. Content. Lives. There you go. So this is earlier. 1745, 100, 400, 91. Sometimes you get 10 people. Sometimes you get 400, 500, 300, 900, 500, 4,000.
297, 1,000, so it depends. The thing is, you just got to keep going. If there's only three people in the chat, just keep going. 3,000, 2,000, 2,002. Yeah. Yeah.
So this is the thing. If you guys are going to do live streaming or anything online, you've got to consider it like a bar, like a restaurant. You open the restaurant even if there's nobody there, and you sit there and you wait, and then eventually somebody's going to walk in, and then you'll be talking to that person, and then more people will walk in, and you'll talk to these people, and then after a couple of weeks, these people are coming back to talk to the people that are also in the bar all the time. So you got to just keep going. No, 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 no. That's all right, my friend. I mean, Gawk Tube says people are asking, America's so crummy with monopoly money. Looks like, I know you're not lying. Surprise. No, it's okay. Baba Floramonte. I don't know if that is Floramonte. Oh, that's the way to ask for Chat GPT. Give us some advice to a 30-year-old self. Daji, love to fail. Learn to fail. Learn to love failing. The dotted line from starting to winning, that dotted line is broken by failure. But you can't win without failing and trying. You can't fail without trying. Most people never try because they're afraid of failure. People that win aren't afraid to fail. You have to fail. You have to fail. You have to fail and learn, fail and learn, fail and learn. And then that's the dotted line on the way to success. My friend Dodgy Biology. Telling about Bitcoin, do you have any advice for your 30-month-old self? Wait a second, 30 months, that's almost 3. What year did you start talking? 2. Okay, what did he say? He said Floramonte. Floramonte. Gladys Floramonte? What did she do? Oh, Marvel. I don't think I worked with her. Yeah, I don't think I worked with her. I don't do anything, Heisenberg. I don't do anything. Yeah, I'm 49. I don't even drink. What up, Dylan? Next stocks to buy? Silver. Buy silver. Buy silver. Silver is up to $113 an ounce now. I got it for 20. They expect it to hit 500 in about a year. So if you can buy it at $100 an ounce, you're going to 5x your money you can't. The S&P 500 usually puts out 10 to 12% per year. This went up 16% in a week. If you put $100,000 worth of silver a week ago, it would be worth $116,000 now in a week, not in a year. RKLB is still good buyers at too high. I don't know what it is. What the hell's RKLB? Stock RKLB. Oh, Rocket Lab. I'm not. Haven't even looked at it. Looks like it's falling. Let me see what your ear is. Okay, so from April 2025, it was at $20 and now it's at $80. So it looks like it's kind of matching silver almost. I don't know much about the company, so I can't really say, but it looks like it's doing just fine. Okay, so we don't know when a correction's going to happen. Let's look at that past 5 days. It looks like it's at a low right now. It was at $92 a couple of days ago. It was at $94 January 23rd. That was 3 days ago. So it's down to 80 right now. So it will probably correct back up, or it will probably continue back up. So it looks like, over a cursory glance, I wouldn't put hundreds of thousands of dollars into it, but if you got $100 sitting around, give it a try. If you would just go buy weed with it or something. And this is the thing. You mentioned my DOC. Investments are my DOC. The people at the top tell us to smoke cigarettes, to drink alcohol, to smoke weed, and because they don't want competition. They don't want all you guys saying, no, I'm not going to buy weed. I'm going to buy stock. They want that stock. They don't want competition. They tell you that. This is financial advice. Never, Jim.
Rocket Lab. Sorry, Jay. Yeah, I got the what up, Hendra? The prices will come down once the geopolitical situations cool down. For Rocket Lab or for silver, Hendra, when the AI bubble bursts.
Right, but it's still growing so quickly and so exponentially, and there's so much, dude. It's gonna be crazy. Thank you, Jay. Yeah, right. Yes, it will pop. Right, absolutely. Never invest money you can't lose. Out of all the lives, I finally found someone talking about investing. Hey, brother, whatever you'd like to talk about, let's dance, hope. Rodolfo. Do you only invest or do you trade as well? No. Yeah, I have traded previously in my life. Gold and silver are going through the roof right now. You can't make them if you have money to trade. If you like, silver went up 16% in a week. It just since Friday, it's gone up. Friday it closed at 103. It's at 110 now. So it's up 16% in a week. A week. So yeah, no, I'm looking for the long term now. Yes, I tried trading options. I lost my ass. Ergodon. Yes. And I'm not good at it. I wasn't good at it. I didn't have enough time. Get your money up till you can get closer to retirement. When you don't have to work a 9 to 5, you can spend a lot more time. You can make your money then, or just while you're working the 9 to 5, you can put it in a slow grow stock, mutual fund, S&P 500, and then let it grow. It'll grow slowly, but then when you get retired or close to that age, and then you can take a big old chunk of it that you wouldn't have had anyway, and then you can say, all right, let's start playing around with this. Vishal, I think silver and copper are all going to be very high for 10 to 15 years. The gadget will suddenly have the alternative. So crash price again. May or tomorrow somebody may find a silver mine in freaking Atlanta and it's freaking $70 trillion worth and it'll drop to a penny. Anything's possible. The thing is, they're using silver in solar panels now. And the solar panels might not be hot on Earth anymore, but outer space, we're putting so many satellites up, and not just America, not just SpaceX, the whole world is. And they want to be able to use those. They're more efficient, so they're using a lot of silver. They're doing chip-to-chip marriage. So you take a silicon chip and a silicon chip, and you want them to communicate, not just across the face of the chip, but over to another chip. So you don't need a big area. You can make them 3D. And they're using silver to do a cross-chip, intra-chip communications, and that's what they're going to be using. This is why I think our silver supply only rises about 3% a year. We only pull out like an extra 3% of silver out of the ground every year around the world, 3 to 5. They need that, and that's why I think RAM is so expensive. It's not. I don't know for sure. Do your research. Do you remember you called me Kylie Jenner? Yes, Kylie. Where is your money? Do you have it in banks or stocks? The gold is in a gold IRA and the silver is in metal. But it's being managed, so I don't have the metal. Brett. What's up, Kylie? Sorry, I missed it. Did you trade options? I did, and I lost a lot of money. And not a lot. I lost, a few $1,000s. Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing. I thought I knew everything. I didn't. I lost it. This was 25 years ago. Yes, I remember calling you Kylie Jenner, Kylie G. Because I thought Jenner started with a G for some reason. How you doing? New Zealand got that under ocean, might have much rare earth mineral. Right, and think about this. It looks like America's getting, let's hold emotions back. It looks like America's getting Greenland. You can go out and protest it, which won't do anything, or you can benefit from it. Look into what Greenland has to offer. Look at the minerals that are going to be pulled out of the ground now. The new companies that will be started to pull minerals out of the ground. The new American companies or Greenland companies that are going to be pulling these minerals out of the ground in Greenland. invest in those. That's what I'm going to do. Look into it. Obviously, make sure it ain't a freaking crackhead running the company. All that stuff. Do your due diligence.
And that's the only way I would pull anything out of my gold. Hello from Dallas, Texas. Hello, Can Do. Welcome. I'm in Georgia. I don't trust banks. Always holding my savings in gold. Good idea. Yeah, I don't trust banks. Yeah, well, listen, banks are dumb. They don't make any sense. Why would you only put enough money in the bank to like buy drinks and freaking soda pop and shit? You know, yeah, don't, because the thing is, you can get a loan. If you need cash, you can get a loan against your gold or silver. They know. And then you just do a contract with a loan with the bank saying, I got $1 million in gold. I want an $800,000 loan. And then if gold starts to drop to near 800,000, they'll sell your gold and pay off your what's it called? You understand? So you could do that. That's what people do with their stocks. That's what Elon Musk does. He's not selling his stock. If he sold his stock, he'd pay taxes on that. He goes to a bank and gets a loan against the stock, which is there no taxes. Yes, so Jay, banks aren't really the banks. You're the bank. When you deposit your money in a bank, you're the bank. You're lending them the money. That's why they have to give you interest. You're lending that company money to lend it out to people. You're the bank. God bless this. Oh, you did freaking go too. I'm looking so much investing option as a 19-year-old. It looks like I should do that somewhere other some year. Try for some business. Listen, there's so much. This is what you have to do. Stop listening to the news. Stop listening to bullshit politics. Stop listening about ICE. Stop listening about this. Stop listening about that. The people, if you need and you want money for you and your family, look at what they're doing. The politicians are doing financially because they know what they're doing. They're moving the chess pieces and they know where that chess piece is going to move. See where they invest their money and then do research and look at the same. Man, Richard's a very smart man. I can learn a lot from you. Thank you, Robert. They don't get so they do in a savings account, Jay. They do in a savings account. If you do a checking account, is a different ballgame. When you use a savings account, they give you interest. It's like 0.7%. How does getting a loan of your investments instead of selling? So if you have $1 million worth of stock in Tesla, you go to the bank and you say, I need a loan. They say, what's your collateral? My collateral is this $1 million in stock. And they say, okay, I'll give you up to 80% of that. They'll give you a loan. If the stock starts to drop and gets close to whatever it would be to pay it off, they now are holding your stock. They can sell it and get their money back to make sure that the loan gets paid off. You understand? And that's how it works. And because stock, you don't pay taxes on stock until you sell it. So if you get a loan against it, you're not paying taxes, and loans aren't taxed. So that's how you avoid taxes. You don't sell your stock and then buy something. You go to the bank. It's because you pay less fee. The bank might charge you whatever 7-8%, but you'll spend like 30% or 40% in taxes if you were to sell it. Should I put a 10K listen, Can Do? What I would do is I would look into silver very, very carefully. Look into silver and or gold. If I had $10,000 right now, I would put every dime of it into silver. Every dime. It's gone up 16% in 1 week. Your 10,000 would be $11,600. Okay, so when you buy 10,000, now this is you have to understand when you buy silver, you're paying a company to buy the silver and ship it around the United States or the world into whatever depository it's going into. There's a fee for that. So the 10,000 might drop to 9,800 or whatever the fees is. But still, that whatever you got left will have gone up 16% in a week. So that's what I would do. Jug of Freeze. Thank you, Jug of Freeze. You have to pay interest on the loan, right? Yes, right. But you can pay it back instantly. And the interest is typically like 2%. I mean, if you're a billionaire, it's like 1 or 2%, right? So it's way less than the 30 to 40% taxes you would get hit on, or whatever the tax rate is. It's always way lower than the taxes. Canada, Butcher, Kid, RKLB. That's what Elon do to get his money. That's exactly right. You don't want, if you
sell your stock, you have to pay the income tax on that. That becomes income. When you sell the stock, it becomes income. You don't want it ever to become income. Loans aren't taxed, but you pay interest. But the interest is all, I mean, you can definitely get a shitty loan, but don't get a shitty loan. The thing is, if you have collateral, you have leverage. Don't, you know what you want to do. If you need money and you have stocks, you say, okay, this is how much stocks I have. I could sell it and get that money. But then you say, how much tax am I paying in my state and federal if I sell this? And then they say, okay, 33%. You can go to a bank and they say, hey, I need this money. I have this much stock. They say, okay, we'll do it for 4%, not 40. But so yeah, so you do. So it's not free. That the bank needs to make their money. Okay, you see. I'm still here, just be quiet. That's okay, Julio. Because collateralized securities is a cheaper rate. That's right, collateralized, right? Secured is cheaper. If you ask for a personal loan and say you were to use your car as collateral, but you might wreck your car, so that's not secured. Interest is like 10%, taxes is like 40%. Right. Interest and fees would be like 10%, right? So if you're talking about $1 million, that's $400,000 in fees if you were to, or in taxes that you would spend instead of $100,000. Depends on how long you tend to borrow. Also true. All, yeah, listen, there's a whole, but look into the options. You should never just sell willy-nilly without doing research and everything. Would it be smart to get a loan based on your investments or just invest the loan? So if the percentage you would get on interest on the loan is typically more than you would get, because remember, if you take that loan and you put it into the S&P 500, you're expecting about a 10% increase per year. So whatever the fees are would probably be more than that total, unless you could have it saying. So if you told the bank, I need it for a year, you can't leave it in there for 2 years. You got to pay them back. You understand? So you're just shifting the value around. No, you're welcome, Candu. The next move getting a loan is contacting the bank. You start making telephone calls. You start making telephone calls. You talk to the bank managers, the loan managers, and you say, I've got $100,000 in SpaceX stock. I need a $30,000 loan. And usually they'll give you 80% of what they've up to 80%. So if you only need a $500 loan, you can go get a $500 loan and you pay it back the next day for $525, whatever it is. Long-term capital gain tax is less also. That's true, yes. I got gold and silver. Be prepared, people. There you go, Jugga. Put it in silver and gold. Cash can be devalued, but gold and silver. Right. Because cash is dependent on your country and your country's current political and economic fluctuations. But gold can be sold, like the dollar can go to shit. And then you can take your gold and sell it to Saudi Arabia or Norway or whatever, because they'll take it too, so you still have value. Don't try, don't. Jay, how are the loans paid off monthly? So you can, Jace, so that's up to you in the bank. That's a contract you guys can sign. You could say, give me how much you need the money for and what you want to do. So if you want to invest it in something else or do something else, like look what Elon Musk did. He got that loan to buy, I might be wrong about this, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe he got a loan against his SpaceX and Tesla stock to buy Twitter. He may have sold the stock. I'm not sure. I can't remember because it's probably hard to find a place that'll give you a $44 billion loan. So he may have sold some and got that. But yeah, you make a choice that you can get like a house loan, 30 years, right? But if the stock starts to drop, they'll sell your stock, but then the loan goes away. Right? So you're still fine. The stock's gone, the loan's paid off, so you're not. Everything's just cash is done. You understand? So if you get an $800,000 loan or $1 million in stock and the stock price drops to $800,000, your bank is going to sell that and pay the loan off. Any money that you still have left over in your pocket is still in your pocket that you got from the bank. It's definitely, yes, Mike, it's definitely still a good time. It was up 16% in the year. Do you recall the last time you built a snowman? Hopefully not soon. Silver's on the rise. Silver's on the rise. Yeah, listen. You can wait now, or if you have time, I would still go in gold. Also, the other borrowings are attached to it, used for another investments. There are interesting tracing rules that make it more flexible. It's deductible investments, the interest expense. That's true. The move after getting a loan, what would a loan be good for if investing in the market's going to break you? So if you wanted to buy a business and you have a great idea and the business looks like it can make you a lot of money, but you need $50,000 to get that business started, you can do that. Just go get a loan against your current assets. And then you get the business get up and the business starts making money. And then the money that business is making, you can go pay the loan off because the stock might keep going up and up and up and up. You ultimately want that stock back. You don't want the bank selling the stock to pay off the loan. If your $1 million in stock turns to $2 million in stock, then you can, and your company is doing all right to whatever payback fees are for the bank for the loan, you're not going to make money, but you're not going to lose money in taxes. That was my point, I think, Jay. I think it was what you were looking at too. I have a few grand try to invest. We might start this time looking at some gold, silver, high yield. If you have a few grand to invest and you don't need the money in a week, I would put it in something like gold and or silver. Silver is, to me, silver. Don't go and buy silver right now because Richard said so. Look at silver. Look into things. What is silver's projection? When will silver hit $200? Look what people say. And it looks like it's going to hit $500 at projections by around 2030. So that's 4 years. So if you buy $10,000 worth of silver today, it'll be worth $50,000 in 4 years ish. It might go up, it might go down. That's it. But it probably won't go less overall. Like in 4 years, it might drop to $80, then back up to 110. So that's from, if it drops a little bit, you don't want to be scared and throw it. So just like it's gonna go. It appears that it's gonna go up. But yeah, if you have a few grand, I would buy gold. If like the silver was such a good buy at $20. Bro, in 2010, many airline investors take hundreds of millions of dollars worth of loan, ran away from India when the company started to go down the hill. That happens a lot all over the world. There's like an island that's still 2018 for another year. I believe for another year. How often do you go? Every day, Jay. Every day, multiple times a day usually. And I'll talk anything. It's open topics, Jay. So if you want to talk, if somebody else already started a topic and then you say something, I'll give you a response, but I won't whatever. But this seems to have gone to investing and join. I think my Discord's posted in there. If you're interested in communicating with me or whatever, the Discord is on there also. Absolutely. Thank you, Robert. Thank you. Can I turn $5 into 20? Yes, it'll take a little while, but you definitely can. Alessandro, sorry. Smoke, hallelujah. Thank you, Mr. Steinberg, because Richard's still a classic. Richard, that's what I try to do. Oh, silver's about that big. Silver is going absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. This, like I'll say it one more time for those that weren't here. Silver went up 16% in a week. Not a year, not APR, a week. So most decent investments, S&P 500 is 10 to 12% a year. Just did it in a week. I'm not Jewish, John. I might talk like I broke my nose a lot skateboarding, so I do get that a lot, John. I'm in Georgia, Jay. Yep, definitely a Jew. No, I'm not Jewish. I'm actually on my father's side, I'm half German, half Polish. On my mother's side, my grandfather was from the Barbados. My grandmother was from Georgia and Florida, depending on how you look at it. It was kind of different back then, but yeah, very much confusing. Save 200-300% profit, try on good business.
Right. So ultimately, what you want to do is own businesses. But you need to get the money. Think about all the stuff you buy and other people buy. You could start a business selling that. And look, if you're in America, America is going through a huge shift right now, whether you like Trump or not. Put that emotional stuff out of the way and say, how can I benefit from this? And like all these companies, all these manufacturing companies that are coming back to America, they're currently building right now. You could buy stock in them. And so all of those are going to be decent places to invest. But I would still I would still go and find like an IRA or a mutual fund that has multiple of these companies. So if some do bad and most do good, it still trends upwards. bro. It's very confusing.
Yeah, it's very confusing, right? Because they don't teach anybody this in school. They should, but they don't care anymore. We weren't a manufacturing society in America, at least. In India, it's different. And I don't know how the stock system works in India, so I can't really. But metals are metals. So you can, if you have silver in India, you can sell it to an American company. So it's still, it doesn't matter. That's the thing about precious metals. Like the stock in America, but you can, yeah. So it's different, but that's definitely smoking pot, drinking alcohol, sniffing blow, all that stuff is spending money on dates on girls you're not going to marry. All that money can go into you competing with the upper echelon of investors and stuff. You can buy, you don't have to be a Trump or a Biden to buy stock. And so it's like, and I know people that spend hundreds of dollars a week just on weed, $50, $70 a day at the bar, and gambling. Yeah, dude. Smoking vapes is stupid. Absolutely, dude. My brother did that for a while. He just stopped, and then he just had like, what was I doing? Because now the silver's going up and everything gold is so much. He's just like. And also, a lot of us, I don't think we're going to live this long. I'm 49, so it's like I didn't think I was going to live this long. But dude, yeah, yeah, it's the same way most way. Nvidia tilt, yeah, Nvidia tilt, right, yeah, all right. Find friends that are friends. Find friends that don't say, "Hey, dude, let's go get some chicks." No. Let's build something. Find people that are tired of being stagnant. Find and work together. Don't find somebody that you want to save. Find somebody that's like, dude, let's do this. Not, man, I can't find a job. Well, dude, how about we invest in something together? Don't do that. True, man. Silver is going up unbelievably fast. And like I said, we only add the amount of silver that is available in gold in gold bars, in silver bars, in coins, actual silver in your hand only goes up by 3 to 5% a year. They only pull that much out of the mines. So there's not a lot of stock. And it's needed a lot in industry. The new sodium ion batteries are sodium based. They're going to stop using as many lithium ion batteries and move over. That uses silver. So they're going to start using that in a whole lot. The solar panels that are using silver, for the SpaceX, what's the freaking float around internet in the outer space called? What's it called? Space Link, Starlink, all that they're going to start using silver-based the solar panels that have used more silver than previous solar panels because they're higher. They get more juice. So that means they can stay in the sky longer. So they're going to start buying more. The AI chips are using silver bonding. And, they use gold bonding wires to go from the chip to the little legs of the microchip that you solder to the circuit board. But the intra chip-to-chip communication in the same package uses silver and they might find something tomorrow and says, hey, fart dust works better than silver, and silver might nosedive. But it looks like it's going up. And if you look into, and it's just as easy as asking, hey, what is JP Morgan? Well, let's do it right now. Let's do it right now. I broke something. There we go. All right. What does JP Morgan project silver to be at in 2030? Okay. So they said it would reach $38 an ounce by late 2025. It was 20 when I got it. It's at 116 now. Okay. So it went up. So it says 2030. So this has got to be old because it said 70 to 100 on more aggressive models or even higher. But that's old because it's already over 100. But let's see. Okay, it actually says the silver trading price should be at 337.82 by 2030. Okay, and let's watch this. Look, it went up 147% at the end of 2030. Let's see, and we can say, when is silver projected to hit $500? Hold on, it didn't hear me. So projected to hit Two hit. Sorry, I could have just done it, but let's just make it happen. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay, projections for are considered highly aggressive and speculative. Some analysts, investors like Robert Kiyosaki, that's the guy to Rich Dad Poor Dad, Eric Sprout, predicting the level could be achieved within the 25-26 period. Others forecasts say a gradual rise, 500% a 5 or 10 year, because of industrial demand, supply deficits, and current valuation. Extreme industrial demand, solar and AI, and supply shortages suggest $500 possibly this year. Right? So it could be wrong, but it doesn't look like it because the AI and the solar is going wackadoodle. Yes, sir. Lipus Shrimpus, welcome back, brother. Most of my friends are. Oh, geez, Ara, what happened? You think starting a new business in the market where every market has one monopoly players? So, yes, this is why. This is why you would want to do that when there's market players. They'll buy you. If you have a client base, if you can get a customer base, they'll buy your company. With all the shift to silver coming up, do you think it might be better than buying gold? I mean, that's what I'm doing, Mike. That's what I'm doing. I've got money in gold. But primarily I'm in silver because of the shift. Yes, and buying gold. I only have a few grand to put away back and let it sit for a while. Then put it in silver, dude. Look, if it hits, it went up 16% since in a week. If it continues to go up 16% a week, that's what's 16 times 52. 16 times 52.
18 times 52.
16. 832. It could hit 800 if it continues at this rate, which it won't. It'll be 10% some weeks, but $832 by the end of 2020 in the next year, 52 weeks. So that's crazy. And like I said, they're only pulling out. What does the mining silver supply increase per year? Oh wow, it's less than I thought. I mean, but like this is at the current. So so it went up 2% in 2025, and it only went up less than 1% in 2024. So 2 years ago, it didn't even go up 1%, and then it went up 2% in 2025. So. But it's not like they're pulling tons of this stuff out of the ground every day. They're not. And unless that happens, and if they found it, they would have. What up, Charity? Oh, not Cole. Chloe. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool. Everything is awesome. I agree. Yeah, silver is and like this isn't typically a freaking investing. But if I've got the knowledge of anything, I'll gladly share it. I don't have no links. Don't go. The links ain't in the description. None of that. I'm saying just look into it. And I would rather, if you find something that I can't find, follow that. Follow that. But there's always people that are gatekeepers. There's always people that'll be like, no, dude, it's gonna crash tomorrow, and then yeah. And, so there's always doom and gloom. Because listen, the people that want this don't want you buying it. They want it because there's only so much silver available. And the thing is so if you have people that think it's going to go up to $500 this year, you're going to have billionaires saying, hey, I know it's worth $116 an ounce. I'll give you $190 an ounce because they know it's going to go up. And the people in governments and stuff that know what businesses are being built and everything, like we don't know that like as well as they do. This is why the people in the government get so rich. They know what companies, and then they'll say, oh, you've ruined your drinking water by farting when you poop, so buy this bottled water, and they've got money invested in that bottled water. Now you're the Illuminati. Who is they? I don't know what I said. Me? They, the people that run the industries, the people that make their money in investing, they want as much of this stuff as possible. Those investors, those primary large investors, BlackRock. Well, let's see. What primary investors own the most silver and gold? Okay, United States has a, but okay, J.P. Morgan, IMF in Germany, Russia and China, so like J.P. Morgan have massive silver stockpiles. So like those companies, they want that. They want as much as possible because it's free money. If they can buy it from you for $140 an ounce, it's just going to sit there. And then as silver goes up, when they want $1 billion, I'll just take it out. Remember, they put it in there at 10, 20, 30, 40, $100 an ounce, and it's going to continue going up. Insiders, right? Yeah, absolutely. That's what I mean. Listen, I'm team anybody, Zara. I'm team anybody. I'm anti-asshole, team everybody. Team everybody that wants to help. Everybody that wants to help. Anybody that doesn't want to kill people and wants to help people. We could all be doing very, very well. We could all be doing very, very well. Absolutely. We could all be. There's people that want to lie and lie and lie. Yeah, and it's horrible. So it's absolutely. So I am as honest as I can possibly be. If I lie, it's not because I wanted to lie. If I lie, it's because I was wrong about what I knew. Right? So I'm not going to just say, if I don't know, if I believe that boiling is 211 degrees and I say it's 211 degrees, but then somebody says, no, it's not, it's 212. Well, obviously that's a lie, but I didn't mean it. It's not like I was saying, look, so do you personally buy gold? So yes, personally buy it. Yes. Personally buy it, yes. I own silver and gold. The gold is in an IRA, gold IRA, and the silver is an actual. I use a company, and it's private, unfortunately, but you can get it wherever. Like I think Birch Gold, silver through Birch Gold, silver. I think they have it also, but gold, Birch Gold. Yeah, Birch Gold, silver. So, just saying that they're a company that you can buy it through. I'm not on Team Bad Ops. I am Bitcoin. Bitcoin's frick, dude. I wish I still owned mine. I'm a moron. I live in Atlanta, Mike. Rose gold is nice. Well, rose gold is nice. Your head is like an eggplant. Yeah, but so like there's 401ks or silver 401ks. There's a lot of stuff you can do. And once you get the silver, once you have it, it will always be worth something. It will never go to zero like stocks. And you can see it rise and fall. It's exciting to see how fast it's taking off. It's exciting to see. And if I can help anybody help their own situation, that's what I'm down for. I'm down for. And if you make 10 grand, give me a $5 freaking super chat. Say, dude, come in, buy a freaking Lambo. Great, cool. Support the channel. That's great. But yeah, I don't ask for anything. I'm not giving any links to give me an affiliate link, nothing like that. I'm just saying I'm excited about this and this is what I do. 100%, and I'm very happy with it, and deal with that with what you will. Sorry, I haven't been on for a while. Been hanging out. Rainbow, it's been a while. Yeah, it's been like 2 months. How you doing? It's okay. We've been busy. Still well. How you doing, Joshua? Popcorn, Bitcoin. Let's look at it. I thought I was at like 94. Bitcoin, not coin.
All right. Coin around Sharpsburg.
Bitcoin.
One Bitcoin equals $87,908.88.
So it's dropped. It's dropped almost. Oh no, it's dropped $2,100 since when? Let's look at the 5 days. Yeah, it's going down. Yeah, it's 91,000. February, Friday, January 23rd. Friday. It says 3 days. Yeah. So yeah, it's taking a little bit. It's taking a little bit of a beating. Yeah, I wouldn't. And you know why I think it's dropping? I wonder how many people are selling it for their silver. So now there's a lot of supply of Bitcoin because so many people are selling it and moving their investment to silver and gold. Gold's going up really good too. I mean, I know I'm all over silver, but remember, gold is at $5,000 an ounce. It was at it was at 4,500. It was less than that. It was at, hold on, let me see. Let me go here. Let's do 1 month. It was at $4,300 January 1st. It's at $5,027.10. So that's gone up quite a bit. It's gone up quite a bit, 10% in a month. So gold went up 10% in a month. Silver has gone up. Let's see, 1 month. Silver's gone up 35%. So if you say you had $1,000, if you bought $1,000 a month ago, it would be worth $1,350 in 1 month and rising.
Bitcoin was on the Silk Road days, right? Let's see. Come on, you got to score Bitcoin by serving. Come on, you got to sell the course on how to be a millionaire. I never will. I'm good. How about you? I'm doing good, brother. Doing good, Joshua. I am 69. Like your style. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Yeah, the Silk Road days are absolutely. I remember those days. I missed my cat. I have to say another day. Oh, the snow. Ooh. Oh, because of the snow. You have to stay. Oh, okay. I thought you meant your cat. Gotcha. You're just staying somewhere else. Gotcha. Silver hit 118. Now it's about to go down to 103. What's next? So I would expect what's happening is people, and that's fine. It's still up. Like let's look at 24 hours here real quick. So it's at 104 right now. So it just went up 0.26%, and it's not even the end of the day yet. It's not even the end of the day yet. So let's do 1 month. It's $72 January 1st. It's at 100, over 100. And as big chunks are bought and sell, it's going to move up and down. Well, it's best to look at the end of the day. We're having a conversation here, right? It's best to look at the end of the day or first thing in the morning to see what happened the previous day. If you watch it throughout the day, if you have anxiety, it's a bad idea. Because you'll do an anxious self. Oh, no, just wait. And listen, what I would do is if you know how much you want to make, if you say, I want to turn this $1,000 into $2,000, you can set a sell point. And then when it hits it, it just sells automatically. So you don't have to watch it. And then it might be a week, it might be a month, it might be a year. But you can just wait for it to happen. You know that this investment, this is what I want to do. The thing about silver and gold is that it's not like if you bought $100 worth and then it turned into $1,000, you could sell that and buy $1,000 worth because it's still just $1,000 worth. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's the low. And if you wait for it to go lower, and it won't. It's just the way that the game works. It just won't. Right. So 103. Right now would be a great. Now it's up to 104.43 right now. So if you want to say, okay, if it drops down to 101 or 99 or whatever, I'll buy. And then because it depends when you buy it during the day. And also you already have to have a relationship. You have to have a relationship with who you're going to, an account. You have to be able to call somebody or go on your app and say, buy this much now. And then that's what you buy it at. So right now the bid is at 101.34. The ask is 104. So people are bidding at $101.34, and the people that are selling are asking $104.34. So that's a premium because they own it, right? Do you like Stevie Ray Vaughan? I did like Stevie Ray Vaughan. I was a big fan. The storm has not. It's cold, Duriel, but it's not. It hasn't. We haven't had any snow or anything. It's just cold. I've been here. I've been fine. I tried getting out of the tease true crime community because it's really toxic. Yeah, girl, don't listen. I know it's cool to be the girl, and a lot of girls don't get into that stuff. Listen, it's depressing. You see the evil side. Look for the best in people, not the worst in people.
That's my advice to you. What up, Richard? Okay, look, let's look at crude oil. This is gonna go crazy. It's gonna drop. I would suspect at least. Yeah, it's dropping. It was projected. It's at 61. It's at 61. It was at 80, so it went. Hold on, let me see. Let's go 1 year. Oh no, never mind. I'm an idiot. It was at it was at 70, 76. It was at 78. Yes, it was at $80. Now it's down to 60. So it's dropping. Yeah. So yeah, crude. We obviously just got a whole bunch of crude oil. Might have heard the news. I'm in Rodolfo. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, but yeah, Rainbow. Have you seen Gray Hughes on YouTube? Getting back more. I got a ton in Massachusetts. My car is buried. Oh, a ton in Massachusetts. No, Massachusetts is not MA. What's MA? Is MA Massachusetts? MI is Minnesota. MS is Mississippi. MA is Massachusetts. Yeah. I don't watch anything. I don't watch TV. I don't watch movies. Whenever I have time that I would watch TV or movies, I stream. So I take care of the chickens. I take care of the property. If any neighbors need help, because what I did when I left the movie industry, I said I went to all of my neighbors and I said I'm leaving my job at the movie industry and I'm going to do YouTube full time. If you need anything done, you need the leaves raked, you need gas lines fitted, you need freaking electrical work done, I'll do it. And that's what I've done. That's the only like side work I have now. What up, Carter? That's the only side work I do. Cable TV is garbage nowadays. I stopped watching TV when the pandemic hit. Last movie I watched fully. The last movie I remember watching fully was Return of Skywalker, Rise of Skywalker. My sister came down from Maryland, and me and my whole family, my mother, my father, my brother came, and everybody, and we went. And that's the last movie that I've watched the entire movie. I watch clips. People send me clips all the time. Early 2000s was the last day of good cable TV. I agree. What made you decide to quit the movie industry? Propaganda. I got tired of the propaganda. Everybody, listen, people getting killed over politics now. Nothing's changed, and like it's because of the crazy shit that we put out there. I can do much better for the world doing this than helping create bullshit. That's completely worthless. Safest investment, U.S. savings bonds, they double in 20 years. You're saying, no, that's really good. Yeah, Russell, I don't disagree. And they'll probably more than double. They'll probably wait, like now that the investment in America is going up so high. I mean, that's definitely something to look into. But from 2007, why don't you directly produce? Deco, why don't we? So, brother, we're heading to freaking. I'm all about going to Japan still. Why do you care if it's pay? Why do you care if it pay? What you mean? Why do I care if what pay? Why do I care if it pays? Because I'm getting old. Listen, we're born liberal and we get more conservative as we get older. It's just the way it is. We realize that all this stuff doesn't really matter as much as they say it does. And people die because of it. And we could have a much better life if we just helped each other out, And so like doing this stuff and it's pay. I'm a pretty happy guy. I'm probably the happiest I've been in my entire life. Things are going good. I have never met Keanu Reeves. That I've never met him. I'm not gay, Irene. Author. I don't know. Patillo. Not that creeps me out because I don't get scared a lot by the things I want to ask you. Do you possibly have any tips to slow you out of the community? Don't slowly do it. Don't slowly do it. Get out. You're done. Listen, the people tell you how to slowly get out of drugs, so you fall back in. It's either, my grandmother used to say, poop or get off the toilet. Poop or get off the toilet. I am, Shawnee. Thank you, my brother. Sorry. What was your favorite hit from Stevie Ray Vaughan? My favorite? Dude, I had a Stevie Ray
demo of him doing All Along the Watchtower, and he did a cover with not Tom Waits. Sorry, what do you want on the wall, my brother? Yeah, incredible. Just yeah. If you're on TikTok, just uninstall it. Uninstall it. Yeah, look, you don't need that stuff. Listen, being cool isn't cool anymore. It's a waste of time, and it's a time suck. If you're not learning from your social media how life can get better for you and everybody, and then think about all the kids that are depressed. Well, what's your hobby? I'm into true crime and I started cutting. Well, stop. Don't forget to like and say, what up, Adam? Sorry, what am I putting on the wall for you, my brother? What am I putting? SRY? What's up, Adam? Me neither. Here, he's a great guy. He's a great guy. You're an interesting guy. Thank you, Shawnee. Oh, Steve Ray is my name. Okay. Where can I fit it? Open it over here. All right, Steve Ray, I got you, brother. Thank you, Shawnee. There we go, Shawnee. Oh, it's freaking hot. I was standing right over the heater. Yeah, listen, we don't, whether you're religious, not religious, spiritual, whatever, evil's real. It exists. It's super obvious. And it's magnetic. The more you play with it, the more it pulls you in. It's not hard to not give your life to wacky shit. It's not that difficult. It's not it's so complex. So how do I slowly? You don't slowly. You shut the door and you open another one. There's other places to spend your time. Don't watch those videos anymore. Those people, just block them. It's really, I know it feels hard to do, but there's no trauma. I understand though. You don't want to lose those friends. You'll have more friends in a day. You'll find new friends in the other communities. You come in and you say, hi, I'm Rainbow Dash. I'm looking for friends. Well, hi, Rainbow Dash. Some people will be like, well, you're stupid. Be like, okay, block. You seem cool. You know, it's true. Stevie Ray Vaughan's brother grew up with the Fabulous Thunderbirds. Named after Stevie Ray Vaughan, actually. Oh, named after Stevie Ray Vaughan. My dad was a huge fan. You seen with Eric Clapton. I wish I could have seen that. That would have been great. Chat seems, yeah, so far. Yes, true. Wow, I didn't know that. Hold on. The what? Fabulous Thunderbirds? Why is it not pulling up in my brain? Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though it's really long, it's even quite atrocious. I should have just worded that right. I just learned that from people slowly. I didn't know how to. So, that's all right. That's all right. Yeah. Just don't do it slowly. Done. The more direct you are in life with things, the better. Cold turkey. I mean, unless it's medical. Cold turkey. Done. Today's a new day. Have you heard of the saying, turn over a new leaf? Yesterday was the true crime day leaf. Now it's something new, and that leaf can blow away. Eric Clapton still be playing. He's 87. Love rock and roll hard. I played music. I toured around 19 to 26 years old. Had a lot of fun. I worked in the movie industry, the music industry. Worked in a zoo. I worked in the Maryland Zoo in Baltimore for a bunch of years. Me and my brother. I did a lot of stuff, really cool stuff. But I tell you what, I had 25 jobs by my 25th birthday. If I'm done, I'm done. If somebody treats me bad or somebody treats somebody bad in front of me, I'm done. It's like repenting the turning on the loop. Right, yeah. You know it's bad for you. If you're addicted to it, if you're just wondering what's going on, you need to talk to somebody about it. Come here and say, hey, I keep messing up. Because remember, my name's I Fail First. Because you can't fail unless you try. You've got to try. You cannot fail unless you try. You can't succeed unless you try. So failure is not bad. So if you stop doing it, if you stop for a week, but then you go back, you failed. Keep going. Try again. I'll try to just stay off of TikTok for a while. Maybe
I'll make a new account. Yes, what's wrong with that? But man, make a new account. What's wrong? Yeah, absolutely. It'll refresh your algorithm and it won't start feeding you because it knows how many times you hit the like button on true crime stuff. So it'll just say, hey, I want to give her a bunch of ads, so I'm going to do it right again. God is good, right? Nothing I remember from them. Right, the dots to success is failure. When you see a dotted line from start to win, when you see something from start to win, the breaks in the dotted line are failure. It's required. It's required to get to win. It's required. You have to. But the thing is, it's how you think about it, perception. How do you perceive failure? You analyze it and you say, okay, this is where I failed. And you get around it. Right, I'm on the same way. 22 jobs, it's all about learning experience. Right, absolutely, Stillwell. Absolutely, Josh, brother. Yeah, you have to. Failure kicks at butt. It's great. It's the greatest thing. You just have to learn how to use it. That's the thing. How can you, you hear debt is the most horrible thing in the world, except you hear these people getting ultra rich off of debt. Oh, well, I thought that. No, you're just thinking about it wrong. I mean, if it's going to destroy your world, but if you can take out a loan and go into debt to start a multi-million-dollar company, then it seems like a good idea to me. I'm not sure if I should really just fully get out of it, just read about it and learn. Do what you want to do. You have to decide that on your own. It's toxic. It's toxic and it's bad, and you see how with the horrible things that happen to people and how horrible some people can be. I mean, if you find that interesting, then that's up to you. Maybe writing stuff. Yeah, right. Sure, right. Back from therapy. Yes, sir. Jesus is king. Sorry. God is good. I just realized it said God is good after sorry. I didn't realize that. How was it, Richard? How was what? What did I miss, Adam? Best method: delete apps. All of them are a waste of time. Yes. I think a big problem is a lot of people want to be TikTok stars, YouTube stars, and this and that. So they start using the app to try to figure out how they're going to get good. But then they just never start. They just keep saying, well, more and more. I'm more researching. No, you're not. Dang, you got a lot of names in that wall behind you. Almost 1,800. Probably a little over that because I know I've written a bunch of names multiple times. I've been on YouTube Live for about a year, a little over a year. Like January-ish was about a year. Like and sub, you'll be on a wall too. Yeah. And I want the best for everybody. Like I know a lot about health. I know a lot about nutrition. You know, I dated freaking this cardiologist and sleep doctor. She works at the Ohio Cleveland Clinic, Cleveland Heart Hospital. I can't remember what it's called. But that's where she works now. I knew her from Baltimore. She was going to Hopkins, and she walked into my bar. Anyway, I learned a lot of stuff in life. And I tell you what, the biggest thing that everyone needs to learn before learning investing is if you're depressed with anything, any bullshit, before you go to the doctor and get on any kind of wackadoodle, have your blood levels checked. Have your vitamin B12, your vitamin D3, and checked for parasites. Those are the three biggest things that can lead to depression-like symptoms, not actual. And if a doctor tells you you have a chemical imbalance without testing your chemical levels, go find another doctor. You got honor roll? Progress. Keep up the pace. My home state. What's your favorite cheese? Cheez-Its flavor? Dude, original. Do you know what original Cheez-Its taste like? If you have, what's it called? Is it sourdough crackers? Sourdough crackers taste like Cheez-Its, and there's no cheese. Hello, my people. What up, Andy? Let's see. Where am I going here? Oops, that's the wrong way. Sorry. What up? Yeah, life is freaking kick-ass. The negativity side. Remember, opposites attract. Negative attracts positive. If you're in a positive mindset, you're always going to get pulled towards the negative, but it's up to you if you let go and let yourself be fully pulled in. What do I do if I have a chemical imbalance and they only give me big pharma pills? So Raw, if you're going to leave the planet without those pills, take the pills. Get checked. Get So the two biggest things that changed my entire life. I'm 49. I'm talking like walking all around the property. Got no problem. I can do cartwheels and stuff. I get plenty of energy. I sleep good. Was D3, vitamin D3, and vitamin B12 methylcobalamin. If you smoke cigarettes, stop. So cigarette smoke contains cyanide. So even if you get B12 from many other sources, when you smoke, the cyanide converts the B12 to cyanocobalamin, which is a non-active form of B12. So even though you have levels of B12 in your blood, it may need to be metabolized or something else before it even does anything. Methylcobalamin. I just felt like more comfortable asking because you know a lot of things, and most people that say, just give me life advice, and just stand right, because this is what influencers do. They want to influence you into spending more money and spending your time on the internet for things that, yeah, be very careful with people like that. Yes, Richard. Smoking and drinking is the only shit that makes this shit bearable. Right, dude, listen, I'm going to tell you. You can still smoke and drink, but you have to start looking up what deficiencies they cause. Especially if you're an addict, if you're an alcoholic addict, like shake every morning, you're going to be very low in a bunch of nutrients, even if you eat well, because they don't absorb properly, and you got to get that corrected before, and so get your health corrected. That for the withdrawals won't be as bad, because the withdrawals plus being super unhealthy makes the withdrawals feel much much worse. Biggest thing in the world you can do is make sure you get that. So Cleveland Clinic, number 2 hospital in the world for 8 years straight. That's where that, and her name, we can actually look her up right now. Vidya Krishner. Actually, I think she's married now, so she might have a different last name, but I'm sure she'll be on there. Vidya Krishner, Cleveland Clinic. There she is. Oh, Krishnan. I said Krishner. Where my girl at? What you looking like these days? Hey, there she is. Get old. Oh, there she is. Ah, she is married. Yeah. That was my girlfriend back in the day. Yeah. Richard, I want to say Rihanna, but I know I'm wrong. Raylan. Most important step in health is usually drink more water. When you see people with deep wrinkles, I guarantee they really drink water. They drink soda, coffee, beer. I agree, Deco. I agree. The problem is once you have those, you might start drinking a lot of water. Too much water dilutes can dilute your nutrition too. So you have to look into that too. Andy, if you had a bird and if you had to be a bird and fly to a country, what kind of feather would you want? Pancakes or waffles? I'd say clawhammer. Absolutely. Do you remember my name? Raylan. That's what I said. Raylan, I think. Raylan. Palladium's down 3%. Platinum's down 6%. Wow. Let's get to the point. Let's roll another John and another roll. Clawhammer is a great choice of feathers. Makes sparks. Russell, too many jabs got me. My kids wouldn't have thumbs. Too many jabs got you? My kids wouldn't have thumbs? I have 74 subscribers. Well, congratulations. Keep on going. So Russell, if you're talking about what I think you're talking about, possibly, I'm not sure. But bromelain and quercetin, which is what my loved ones use. Let's get to the point. Let's roll. You don't know how it feels to be me. But two good things are happening to me being in the community. I started talking to a cool guy. He's Russian, and I like how he texts, and my birthday is next month, so that's fun. Can you not keep talking to him outside of the community? I got blood in my urine, and I'm too traumatized to go to the doctor. You know what that is, Andy, right? I just sent it to you on Discord. I gave up on YouTube. Can't afford a decent camera and laptop. It's all right. Listen, I mean, I think that's a poor reason to give up. I didn't have a decent camera or a laptop, but I built everything on my YouTube from a Samsung Galaxy 10 with broken lenses. I still have it. It's taped together. It's missing the lens covers. This is what I used to make the entire channel until late last year. Sounds like Indy is cooked. Existentialism or absurdism? Let's do this. Existentialism versus absurdism. Okay. Existentialism asks, how do I create meaning? Absurdism says, how do I live with the knowledge knowing that life is meaningless? I don't have those questions. I have created a purpose for myself also. Absolutely. Absurdists, I think it's a great way to give up, you know? I think it's a great way to give up. Yeah, I'm all about that, not doing that. It can be a few illnesses. Yeah, I'll tell you what the main one is though. Worst case is prostate cancer. Yep, that could be. What's up, Jack Black? I love the fact that we've got an internet and we can help people out. So with just about any kind of issue that people have, they can find help for it. People can find purpose. I mean, I left a big industry job and I do streaming full time now, and I love it. I love it. I love people DMing me saying thanks, dude. Really, and that's freaking kick ass stuff. Enough about me. We're talking about you. You missed a lot. Okay. Then it might be what the other thing you're talking about. Do you recall the last time you were presented with the phantom wipe? When you wipe and there's nothing there after you poo? Passenger Princess. Professor, don't worry. We are here. How are you, Passenger Princess? I had testicular cancer and now I'm old. And now I'm hold on. I had testicular cancer and now I'm down to old lefty, but I'm good now. My drummer, we called him the unitesticular wonder of the world. He had testicular cancer at 16. Well, behind his drum kit, he had this big, I think it was 18 by 20 inch photograph of his freaking intestines on his chest because they took a picture while they were doing his surgery. They had to like get some lymph nodes. Existentialism then. We'll go with that, my brethren. Beats, did you test your PSA? Yeah, for your prostate. The camera on the phone isn't good. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The quality doesn't matter. If you think the quality matters of the image, you're incorrect. It's the quality of what's the camera sees, not what the camera does. It's not the camera quality. Listen, there's people out there that make crap content with freaking 4K cameras and stuff. You gotta whatever your hobbies and stuff are, just start filming them. You can slowly build, you do what I did, exactly. Slowly build the community till it gets to the point that you can buy better equipment. If this is what you want to do, if it's what you want to do. Power move. Yeah, you might need to go to the doctor, my brethren. I'm gonna hop off now. All right, Rainbow, I'm listening to some music, figure things out. Stay safe. This is what I use. I'll show you the exact thing. You can get it like however you want, and you don't need this part. I just like that I can put it on my skin and I don't have to worry about it. Somewhere. Last time I went to the doctor, they had to cut open my balls. Yeah, that's no bueno. Like not directly, but a knot. A lot. Not directly, but a knot. No wonder ND takes his anger out of my train. Right. He's all testy. Do the pills? Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. The pills work too. Yeah. Yeah, D3. And so I would find one. Listen, I would find one like on Amazon or whatever that's got a lot of reviews, a lot of positive reviews. Because a lot of D3, if it's synthetic D3, the D3 that I get comes from mushrooms. Because mushrooms make D3 like we make D3. Sun can hit the mushrooms and the D3 is created. But yes, just start getting some sort of D3 in your body, and you can get like a D calcium combo because they work in concert. So if you don't get a lot of calcium, you can get a D3 and calcium combo. I mean, I'll show you what I got. Well, actually, I don't know if this is the D3 that I take. I've got. And you'll be on later, I'm guessing. I'll get everything together then. Trains are so good. Yep, I think they're cool too. Exactly. I think they're kick ass. It's an angry piece of toast bread. Are we supposed to? I heard we're supposed to take a lot. Right. And B12, the government RDA is 2.4 micrograms per day. I take 5,000 micrograms per day. And 15,000 is considered a high dose, but not if you're in deficiency. So if you're definitely deficient, you could take the 5,000. And I take under the tongue dissolvables. I'm just going to the store next couple of days. I want to try this. Yeah, brother. I don't know if Robert V's still here, but I don't know if he's willing to share his story or not. But he wasn't happy. Let's just put it that way. And within an hour of taking the B12, he's like, thank you. And then now he's like, yeah, it changed my life. So like that shit, I'm telling you. It works because a lot of people, they think they're getting B12 because they're drinking energy drinks and stuff that have B12 in it. But there's different forms of this stuff, man. There's different forms. There's different forms of everything. Methylcobalamin. Spooky, this is the 4th day it's happening. Yeah, brother. It might be bacteria. Does it hurt when you PPND? If you do, it might be a bladder infection. I'll keep those up to date. Antivirus next. Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, it's life changing, especially if you got ADHD like symptoms. Hello, dear brother. Hello, Tari. This is the coolest live stream ever. Thank you, brother. Thank you, my friend. As the quote, doesn't hurt at all. Oh, that's probably more scary. Only Lucy. Been there, done that. What up, Jojo? Infections can get worse and suddenly get very. Yeah. So I definitely get it looked at, ND. Listen, if they gotta cut any more off your ding-a-ling, you gotta have another laugh. Sorry. Oh yeah. Yes. Jesus loves you, brother. Jesus loves you, Mac. Thank you, my friend. I'll skip my comment. Brother, I don't see it. I don't know if I've seen it. The Jesus loves you when I said, if that was the only, okay, sorry. My bad. We're straight, Mac. What's the background? This is all my subscribers. Let's get to the point. Let's roll. Oh. Jojo. Yeah, it's all my subscribers. ASDQWE. ASDQWE. That's a G.
ASDQWE. Asdequa. I got you, brother. Matt. I got you, Mac. I fixed it. That's a Q. I fixed it. Yeah, I thought it was a great idea. We got a commie. We got a commie. Yeah. I thought it was yeah. And you know what? It's like,
And I get a very odd memory. Like this guy Busra came in here and he hasn't been in here in like almost a year. And I remembered where his name was from like a year. And I've got all these names on here. I probably won't be able to find it now. Yeah, Busra, Turkey, like all these freaking names, you know.
trippy. Oh, Jack. I guess I can put you up there too, Jack. Show my name. Okay. Let me see if I can find it. Dude, there's no way. Jack to the black. No problem, my friend. No problem. Hit the wrong button. There we go. After 75 years, I still remember my name. After 75 years, I still remember my name. What's going on, Donald? How you doing, my friend? Welcome. Donald, I remember your name too. 75 years. I didn't see my name. Show it again. Dave Sharon. McLaren, did I get you on here? I was up there yesterday. I was over here. McLaren. All right, let's see. No Space Cowboy. I'd hope. Spooky, what am I putting you? Yeah. Well, he's been here for like spooky. Spooky. You're talking to me, or Donald Trump. Talking to you, my friend. Donald Trump never calls me back.
I told him, how do you miss Space Cowboy 9 right now? He knew I was up there. Solidarity forever. From the river to the sea. Oh, right. I was about to say. Thought it was a song. If you guys are interested, the Discord and the Twitch, I'm trying to get, let me see what my next goal is on Twitch. I just started it this week. I want to start doing, if anybody uses Twitch, I'm doing the full widescreen. I usually would have started that already today, but it was going so well on the phone, I just left it on there. What's for dinner? Not ribeye. New York strip. For everyone coming in, his real name is Space Cow. The cow. Gulp tube. Let's see here. Bang, bang. What are we going to do here? So I'll probably, let me see. Put my broccoli soup to shame. I'm not hungry anymore. So I want to tell you Americans, I mean, I'm guessing you can do it anywhere in the world, but in America, if you can find a local dairy farm, butchery, and it's $700 for a quarter of a cow. So you find 3 other neighbors that can get $700 together, and it lasts a year. You get a bunch of ground beef, and you can get the cuts however you want them. If you say, hey, can you make my New York strips a little thicker, next time, and they grew up in a big ass field 2 miles from my house. Strip loin steak. It says strip loin's good. Chuck eye is a very good. It's the end of the end of the rib eye, beginning of the chuck. And it's like when it starts, that's a really good steak. I'm from Maryland originally, Mac. Fire in the hole. We got the same thing. Okay. Yeah. I'm guessing everywhere with cows. In your expertise, do you think going to college for technology and psychology would be good for helping people understand tech better? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, the problem with, well, are you in America, passenger princess? If you're in America, I would just get into what you can learn everything on your own. My problem with the education system, the way it stands now, it's too slow. It's meant for money making them, not for learning. I can learn curriculum after curriculum, week after week, rather than having to take a semester. I don't, and it's up to you. If you have a problem educating yourself in technology, then and psychology is in school. You can learn it all on your own. If you want to be a psychologist and you need the paper, then I understand that. But if you're just taking it for those reasons, you can get all the information online. You can listen, even, and I know I'm talking about technology right now. You can MIT. This is what I did. MIT has what's called open courseware. You can sit in class basically and listen to the teacher. You can get PDFs of the tests. You can go online and find tutors that will tell you what you got right and wrong on the test. So basically what you would have gotten had you paid to go to MIT, but it's free. MIT open courseware. MIT open courseware, free online course materials. Courses. All right. Electrical engineering, urban studies, math, mechanical literature, blah, 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 political science, physics, yada, 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 chemistry, special programs, physical education, data systems, all so you can learn everything you want to learn for free at your own pace. I don't see why you'd pay for it. But meat prices are getting higher and higher. Yeah, psychology is not good for job seekers. Everyone takes psychology. It's flooded. It's absolutely flooded. It's getting harder to buy. The silver and gold move scares me. Even bonds aren't doing well. Seems smart money wants to hide somewhere and doesn't see bonds as a safe haven. Why? What's coming? Massive inflation crash? We don't know. You're welcome, passenger. What's up with the snow situation? We got a snowstorm all over your country, too. Yeah, we got it here. It's missed my state for the most part, at least my area of the state for the most part. Do you think the Mossberg 590 or the Remington 870 better? I'm a fan of the Mossberg. Whatever one you can get the best deal on is what I would say, Brett. Honestly. Richard has interstate running through his front yard. He's got it made. It's an interstate running through my front yard. Read Marx Engels first. It was all available online for free. I went to MIT, walked around campus, then drove over the bridge and went to Harvard. Don't read Stalin. He's stupid. He's definitely nuts. From what my Marx, Engels, and Lenin. From what my college told me, psychology and archaeology would be my field. But I was also like, people really have a hard time understanding tech. If you want to teach, you can teach. You can be a tutor, and you can get the MIT open courseware stuff and know what you want to know, and you can see what they teach. You can now like people that just need help learning and stuff like that. If you want to teach, you'll probably need the degree. I teach, and I ain't got nothing. I dropped out of high school. Stalin wrote some good stuff too. He made his people right. So all in all, I think in America over the next 10 years, not having a degree is going to be more valuable than having a degree, because so many people know how the wackadoodle stuff that's going on in college now, because they let everybody in and they didn't want to be called bad. So they passed everybody, and you have all the, listen, when I went to college the semester that I went, I had to take an entrance exam. They wouldn't even give me a student loan unless I passed the entrance exam. And now anybody can do it. I'm just saying, just don't don't make a decision off of what I said. Just take it in consideration. I remember when you could stop a clock. The blind leading the blind. Right. It was such a horrible idea. It was such a horrible idea. They didn't want it to be higher education. They wanted it to be 13th grade. They wanted you to get out, everyone to get out of high school and stay into school. So they were like, "Here, make as much money, take as much money as you want." And yeah, it was freaking crazy. I tell people that I care about, if you're not getting into the medical field or like the STEM courses, STEM field, I wouldn't even drop a dime on college. You can learn what you want to know and then prove. Listen, we're finding all these people, like even in the media and stuff. Like we found this Young Turks CNN guy. Let me see. All of his degrees were fake. We just found this out like a week ago. And he's been telling people for the past 10 years on the news what was important to him. And he didn't even go to college. He's lied. He got a fake degree from a degree mill. AI replaces most college graduates. Right. And they know that. The industry knew that was going to happen. It was a huge money grab. Look, it was a huge money grab. All right, let's do this. Somebody give me one more like. I'm at 49. I'm gonna try to get to 50, and then I'm gonna have to take a break here. Get some food up in me, and then I'll stream the rest of the night from the laptop. I want to study geological engineering. That's what partially what Space Cal's studying. Healthcare, STEM, law, education. Right. You're definitely going to need that. Thank you. You're definitely going to need that for law. Not going to happen. I got my education from the School of Hard Knocks. It's paid off well. Right. Me too. I'm going. Trotskyism is fine. I get your point. The revolution happened in the wrong place at the wrong time. I hope it was the hope was the German Revolution that didn't happen. I understand. I haven't even told a class. I understand. Like I haven't even taught a class yet that we have told to people we should never pass. Hold on. And yet then we got some people that should never pass. Gets the government to force a college thing to pass them, like the girl. Right. And then and then other people say, like they're like, "Oh, you got a degree. Everything you say must be true." So you have people that know they don't deserve what they've got. And then they can just lie about shit for more money on the internet. I don't know. At work, I just saw one go up, Deco. I mean, I didn't disable it. I don't know. No, you meant took. Okay. Right, took it. Right. Gotcha. I got you. Haven't even took a class yet, right? And they got people that you never pass. Yeah, absolutely. And the thing is, you can't fail people. If you fail a girl, you're misogynistic. If you fail a black person, you're racist. If you and they just wouldn't let that happen. So everybody graduates, and it's just like, and then it floods the market 10 years after. Okay, 50% of people that enroll in college never get a degree. 40% of the people that do get a degree are not working in a field using that degree within 10 years of graduating college. That's crazy. So it's still just the STEM folks and the lucky few in that blend. Space Cal studies trains. My friend Gabe. Gabe. I've got that up here actually. Where's it at? Here it is. Hold on. Look. Gabe. It's just.
Tari, everything is now AI. Robot replaces humankind for the future. America's definitely a clown country. I think the people that should have stood up earlier didn't, and hopefully they do soon. To at least we're not. Listen, a country without borders isn't a country, and we weren't a country, and we've got people that. Ironically enough, I have the model of the Chessie system train that is showcased in the Pink Houses Museum. The Pink Houses music video. Jeez, dude. My country's a clown too. Really? Where's the clowns? We're right here. I hate to fund jihadist groups through my taxes. That do you think Charlie Kirk? No, listen, no one deserves it. Renee Good didn't deserve it. Charlie Kirk didn't deserve it. None of these people deserve it. The problem is people who listen to propaganda other people get dehumanized. So somebody didn't see these people as humans. And the problem is, in 5 years, these people, like especially Renee Good, she may have changed her politics. I mean, I understand she didn't get assassinated for her politics, so to speak, but yeah, these people. I look around. Everyone's using ChatGPT and keep telling them still don't know what their best is. Right, this is a big problem too. Most people that don't know what they're doing in college are using ChatGPT and stuff to pass college. Sweden's a joke too. Moose starting in the mirror on the wall. Okay, look, I'm gonna have to eat something here. Let's do this. I appreciate everybody being here. Hugs and kisses, y'all. I'll be back in let's see, about an hour. Time is it now? It's 5:35. Okay, so probably about 6:15ish. There's no cow on the ice. There's no cow on the ice. That's an old Swedish problem. Maybe we should not have borders at all. If we don't have, it doesn't seem like we do, but the problem always comes down to the Democrat or Republican. The richest, most wealthiest people in the United States do not want the value of of what they have to drop. They don't want it. So the problem is the politicians that want to be rich, want to get rich off of the open border stuff, or whatever, or immigration, or whatever. They don't care about the well-being of the people, and that's huge. You think so, Tug? Andy, it would be much nicer if he lived in America. She got shot for hitting someone with her car. Yeah, I know, 100%. But I'm saying she shouldn't have been there. I understand that, Joshua. Yeah, I think she shouldn't have been there. She shouldn't. The problem is if you've got the personality where you're going to jump on the gas pedal or get scared or freaked out, that you shouldn't do that. She shouldn't have been talked into doing it. She shouldn't have been talked into doing it. And she and like even her wife or whatever was screaming. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I talked her into it, and that was bad. That's the problem. And the thing is, in 5 years, just like a year and a half ago, we had a completely different government, a completely different administration. In 3 more years, we might have the same. So leaving the planet before that happens is silly. And everything's cyclical. The people that want to be ultra rich, Democrat, are going to get their turns, and then the Republicans are going to get their turns, and they're going to keep swapping and swapping because they understand that you just got to live long enough to make it. And it's really unfortunate. Right, I understand that too. All the fraud too, and that pisses me off too because I've known a lot of people throughout my life. Okay, I got to eat something, but yes, none of them should have. Agreed, Josh. Absolutely, those people. All right, I love you guys. I'll see you guys about 45 minutes. All right, I'll get this. Bye.